Kiddo. How you doing, Mama? You back? There you go. It's a peanut butter sandwich. Hi folks. We're just attempting to go live again tonight for the first time in months. We'll see who turns up. Got one of our lady raccoons here who's either expecting or she's nursing. I suspect she's nursing. I think it's Hazel. Oh, not Hazel. Soupy. Pretty sure it's Soupy. She's been here on and off all afternoon, in between having a break. We've got a few squirrels, we've got blue jays. I don't know whether it's going to rain, it feels like it might. This is the first time I've been able to go live for months, as I say. And I was going to do it a few weeks ago, but I came down with pneumonia. So, unfortunately, we're just recovering. Don't know if there's anybody on here yet. Evidently not. We shall wait and see. Hey, baby. Hi, folks. Welcome. Just me and my raccoon pal here. Oh, and there's a squirrel there who's just hit the jackpot, got a peanut butter sandwich. He's a happy one. Licking all the peanut butter out of the middle of the sandwich. Oh, now he's gone off, taking it back to his nest. So we've got one of our raccoon mums here. She's nursing or expecting. I think she's nursing, actually. We've probably got about 3, I think. So, as I was saying earlier, I'm just recovering from a bout of pneumonia, so this is the first time I've been able to get on. Since last year we've built this extension, or I built it, and another cat house. Basically it's supposed to be a summer room, but it turned into a cat house for Sunny. And this is Soupy, I believe, who's come to join us tonight. She's been on and off here all afternoon, in between looking after her babies, I suspect. She's one of last year's mothers. She had 5 babies last year and adopted a 6th. And they're all milling about. Some of them still come around. And we've got Boo somewhere, who's my favourite friend, who's about the same age as Soupy. He's a darker male. He comes and knocks on the door and on the window in the mornings and at night to tell me it's feeding time. If we're lucky, he might turn up tonight. Soupy, making soup. So if you've not been on the channel before, welcome. It's just me and my critters on the deck. I'll give you a quick scan around the deck. So we've got all these little feeders around for the squirrels and the chipmunks and the birds. We've relocated a few things since last year because I've been building this summer room. It's taken up a big space of the deck, but we expanded the deck on the other side now, about 20 feet, where my greenhouse is. Oh, what's coming, Soupy? Have you seen somebody behind me? Hope it's not the skunk. She's been here all afternoon on and off, so she's pretty full actually. You just left that in the water again. I just cleaned out them bowls from this afternoon's soup you made. Thank you for the gift. Well, she's going to play us a little tune on the piano now, I think. So I'm not sure whether it's going to rain or not. I don't think it is. It's not supposed to, but it said that yesterday and it did, even though it got to 27 degrees We're a bit colder today, so I've got my hat on. And we've got the hummingbirds here as well. There's one up there at the feeder, buzzing around. Just sat down on the other side of it. They've arrived about a week and a half early this year. Yep, it's feeding time for these mums. They're feeding time whenever they can get a break, I believe. And Soupy there has been here all afternoon on and off since about 2 o'clock. I don't know how many babies she's going to have this year. I don't think she's going to have 5. She didn't get that big. Last year she got huge and had 5 babies. I think she might only have 1 or 2 this year. But then she's in her 3rd year, which is tough going for these wild raccoons with the weather here in eastern Canada. I usually don't see them after 3 or 4 years. They kind of just have a hard life, I guess, despite me helping them. And they've got a fairly quiet area, but we have got some coyotes about. We've got a couple of foxes these days, but the raccoons have run them off, I think. Usually the gang will arrive in the next hour sometime. There's probably about 5 arrive at once, with Boo amongst them and a few others. Soupy seems to come, she might turn up with them later. Hi, welcome. Don't know why you need the police, but anyway, I think you're on the wrong line. So anyway, everybody welcome to my site. It's just about animals, nothing else. Just a daily diary of what goes on the deck with all the little animals. We've got the squirrels causing a disturbance again, as usual. Oh, we're having some fisticuffs, and they're upsetting the raccoon. Going to get themselves into trouble, they will. Sometimes they forget the raccoons are there. I found the tip of a tail the other day which had been pulled off. So one of them's got a stumpy tail. I think he got too close to something, or they were chasing each other and did it. We've got some feisty young ones at the moment this year, and they're all going through the molting. They're changing their winter coats, so they're looking a bit scruffy, some of them. These young ones are not so bad. Some of the older ones are looking a bit rough. That woodpecker's chipping away at the tree. You can hear him. Excuse me, every now and again I've got to drink some tea. I'm on a green tea and honey diet at the moment to get over this pneumonia. Yeah, I don't really do the guest thing. It's not kind of a thing I do. A, I don't know how it works, and B, I've been burned last year at it. So, not something I'm going to do again quickly, I'm afraid. Anyway, we're just here for the animals, so enjoy. And check out my site. There's upwards of 5,000 or more videos on there now of all the different, over the last few years, of all the different animals. So we do a daily update. The number of videos every day varies on what's going on. We've got another raccoon that just turned up, just giving me checking me out. There you go, buddy, there's a gift. It's all good. You see the size difference. The little Soupy there's quite small. Some of them are a bit more shy than others, and Boo will come running up to me and probably sit on my feet. Soupy used to do that when she was little. So I don't know how many are going to turn up because they're all wild. It's illegal to have them as pets or tame them or anything here, so this is as much as we can do. I've got no neighbours, so don't anybody think I'm upsetting the neighbours, because there aren't any. I've got miles of forest all around me and a river. So they have some treats when we're doing this. They like the peanut butter sandwiches. They've got some peanuts, some cat food, sunflower seeds. They've had some chicken today as well. Soupy had some chicken. So they get a thing, quite a lot. We put out some fruit and vegetables when I can. And we've got some purple finches just arrived. Got quite a lot of finches today, these days. Counted up to 20 the other day. Different ones. Purple finches, yellow finches, gold finches, whatever they are. House finches. There's quite a lot. Of course, we've got a couple of woodpeckers. There's a little one, a downy woodpecker, and then there's a bigger one, which I'm not sure what his name is. But he's a bit bigger. Not sure which one. I can't see him. He's on one of the trees behind me. Making a new hole. Of course, in the evening we have the flying squirrels come. Regularly. They won't come till it gets dark. And then two favourite spots, which I have to keep filled up with sunflower seeds, are these spots here. Those two feeders there, though, where they like to be. If I come out in the dark, they'll actually come down and wait for me to fill them up. I was out here at 11 o'clock last night because the raccoons had eaten everything. I had to fill everything up again so the flying squirrels could get something, and he came straight down. You back? So 2 tonight. That's not bad so far. We've got a whole host of blue jays in the tree waiting for me to go away, which they're going to be a bit disappointed. Eventually they'll come down and start pinching stuff. And we've got the crows lurking around. The other day I posted a video with a couple of owls that were flying around above my head. If you check out my site, you can find those. They were barred owls, barred owls, whichever you call them. Which was quite interesting and fun. And there's quite a lot of videos, different things, skunks, foxes, all the squirrels and chipmunks, all the different birds. And we're here in Prince Edward Island. I don't know what's going on underneath the deck. Something's going on. Whoa. The blue jay wanted to make a star appearance. Yeah, so we've got all sorts of animals come. And they're all pretty friendly, even the skunk. He's never sprayed me yet, touch wood. These guys are all well behaved, but then it's about the 5th generation of these particular families of these that have grown up. Every year the parents sometimes dump the kids here for an hour or two. And I end up with a raccoon babysitting. They usually just fall asleep on the logs after they've had a feast. I guess they feel safe here, so there's no dogs around. Our dog is at my sister's house, which is up the road. And I've just got one of the cats who sleeps in the new pen here, the new summer room in there. I've still got the plastic on the windows because it's been cold. Yesterday was warm, but usually it's been below freezing. You got another one there, buddy? And Soupy up on the top there just wants to eat the sunflower seeds and the cat food. She's had enough sandwiches, she has. She's getting a fill. She's quite a gentle one, Soupy. She'd come and sit next to me. This afternoon she sat at my feet virtually for quite a while I was doing stuff. So, as I say, check out my site and watch the videos. Subscribe if you like. Everything's free. There's links in my bio if you want to help out. There's a wish list on Amazon. There's buy me a coffee, which is buy these guys a sandwich, really. There is my Redbubble site, which is merchandise, which is stickers and t-shirts and hats and phone cases and all sorts of accessories and things, sweatshirts, all sorts of stuff on there, and photographs. There's all sorts of stuff on there. As I say, any contributions if you want to help out, subscribe and go on the wish list or on the buy me a coffee. I'm also on Amazon. Let's just move my phone here so I can show you this. Oh, no, it's not happening. Got it wired in. Anyway, we did a book, Jet. It was a little dark raccoon. It was all black. He's the same age as Soupy. He's 3 years old now, he still comes around. This is a children's book, an activity book. So it's available on Amazon.com and it's just Jet the Little Raccoon by me. And so it's just a little kids storybook, an activity book. You have to guess what the animals are and who they are, what they are. And that's available on Amazon. You can check that out if you like. And all contributions, of course, so go to help feed these guys. So that's my plug for the night. Might do it again. But check it out, please. I say it all helps to feed these guys. Generally, there's about the same number every year of raccoons. This time of the year we've gone down to 5 or 6, maybe 7. By the time we've had babies, end of the summer, and they're bringing them here, it'll be about 15 usually, or thereabouts. Generally about that. I've never had more than that. I know there's some people who've got the raccoon, like the Raccoon Whisperer guy in Nova Scotia, who's got a phenomenal site. But he can have up to 30 or 40 raccoons at a time, which is a lot to cope with. But he has a lot bigger site than me. Check him out. It's called the Raccoon Whisperer. He's very good. He has a phenomenal site. I was doing this and then found him by accident. But he's great. So I don't know whether I could cope with 30 or 40. I'm coping with the 15 when it gets here in the winter, but we're on a little bit of a secluded spot here, so there's miles and miles of forest and we're surrounded by water on like 3 sides. So we tend not to get too many. As I say, they only come round for 3 or 4 years before it's a tough old life for them. I generally don't see the same faces after that. But they're pretty good. If I'm wandering around here feeding, some of them will be underfoot, trying to hold on to my legs as I'm walking about. But if anybody else, like my son, if he comes out here, they'll run away. I was sat here yesterday and the neighbours came round and they all scooted away. Wouldn't come back until there was just me again. Welcome everybody, welcome to the site, thanks for following and joining. As I say, we're just a little daily diary channel of the critters that live with me, around me in the forest. You can hear the woodpecker in the back by the river, he's giving it large. Behave yourselves, people. Soupy just wants a drink. Hey, what do you want? Yeah, we're huffing and puffing. You want a sandwich? There you go, you got one each. Oh, Soupy's, you're showing your age there, Soupy. Driving them away. These young upstarts, eh? You thirsty? You had a lot of cat food. No, I can't pet them. I probably could, but I won't. I try not to do that because I'm trying to not be that invasive with them. Some of them will just come and hold onto my legs or whatever, gently. Soupy used to do that. Soupy used to sit on my foot actually, when she was a little cub. As you can see, she's not bothered about being close to me, she's quite happy. She's tucking into that little table full of food. The other one is keeping his distance now. But Soupy here, she's a little angel. She was a brilliant mother last year. She had 5 babies and she adopted one of the strays that came, a little tiny one, who lost its mother. And it kind of adopted with her 5, as they were quite young, and he grew up quite well. There's some pictures of him on my site. There's some videos. He was on top of my cat pen I had there. But she looked after him. They were always together with the whole family, which was good. I've got no coyote friends. There are coyotes about. I wouldn't call them friends. They're quite big here. They chase the fishermen about. Sometimes they're quite aggressive. But I hear them a lot. I've only seen them in the garden a couple of times. Generally they're on the other side of the river. There's like an island type thing. And the other ones, there's another pack which is behind me, which live on the other side of the main road, which is a big forest. No, I'm not in BC, this is Prince Edward Island, the opposite side of the country actually. This is East Canada, Atlantic Canada. We've got no bears. The biggest thing we got is the coyotes, and as I say, I've seen one in the garden once, but he ran off. And we've got foxes, these guys. We've got eagles, lots of eagles live across the river. They got a nest across the river. Oh, where's Soupy going? She's decided to go over here to eat at the picnic table. She likes some peanuts when she finds them. You're going to sit on the table? You got no manners. Hi there, Holly. Welcome to live. I'm feeling a bit better, so I can talk and breathe at the same time. So we decided to do a live as the weather's a bit better. As you can see, we've got Soupy here, who's on the table, and our mystery guest. I'm not sure we've ever named this one. It's hard after winter, they change colour so much, it's hard for me to recognise them. Soupy's easy to recognise because she's small and she has different things she does. She likes to dip her sandwiches in the water and things. The others don't. She's been here all afternoon on and off. I think she's going to be going back to check on her babies soon. She's had a real good feast. She's been on and off here about 3 or 4 times this afternoon, which is good. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. The pneumonia is gradually leaving. I actually had a good night's sleep for the first time from 2 weeks last night. Yes, that is why I named her Soupy. She dips a sandwich, she's done it since she was a cub. She dips it in the water, and as you see, she just left one in there now. She's full up. She's leaving the crusts. When they get full, they start leaving the crusts, just picking out the peanut butter. And then the new batch will come later and scoff everything. Oh, I've got 2 hummingbirds trying to attack my head. Yeah, I bought myself an AC unit for the bedroom yesterday, which made the breathing and sleeping a lot easier yesterday, which was good. What you doing there, buddy? You want to try a peanut? You like them too, don't you? And Soupy wanted to know what was going on there. What was that noise? There you go. You like getting them, don't you? Peanuts are a favourite. And eggs. And sometimes the local farmer will give me a bunch of eggs, which I boil up for them, which they love. It's a noisy bunch here tonight with the birds. I think that's a blue jay, I'm not sure. It's screeching. It's like claws on a blackboard. And of course there's a woodpecker there, down on the bottom of the garden, near the river. It's picking on another tree. Yeah, can be nice. Unfortunately, it's the beginning of black fly season. They've just started to come out yesterday when it got hot. There's been a few out today, but I think they've had a feast on me, so they're not bothered anymore. Hello. Are you okay? You liking those peanuts? The only thing is they make a terrible mess on the deck. I'll be sweeping up all day tomorrow. Soupy's just having cat food. Oh dear, that wasn't a very good throw, was it? There's a bunch in there, you know. There we go, nice crunchy sounds. So these squirrels will be, it looks like they've already gone. As dusk comes, they go to bed, and then when it gets dark, flying squirrels will appear. Yeah, black flies, they're horrendous. And the mosquitoes can get bad here as well. But that's the price you pay for living near a river in the middle of a forest. Can't have everything. But the benefit is there's no people, which is great. I think the only people around are the fishermen, and I hear them at 4 o'clock in the morning from the dock at the end of the river. They've been unloading and loading stuff. They go about 4 o'clock, which coincides when I wake up generally. And then they come back about lunchtime, just after, with the catch, whatever, lobsters I think they're doing at the moment. And then the trucks come and take all the stuff away. And then, as it now, it's all gone quiet. Nobody's about, which is great. Oh, that's a bit loud. So we've got the woodpecker tree here, which is, let me just untangle my... Oh my gosh, we're all messed up. There we go. Got the woodpecker tree here, which has been still hanging in. We're at day 376 of the woodpecker tree. So it's doing fairly well. I broke my stand today for this, so it might fall over. If the camera falls over, it's... yeah, he's loud. He's on a tree at the moment, but sometimes he goes on the metal gutters on the house. And then I used to think it was the one neighbour I've got. He was a bit of a metal worker. I used to think it was him banging away on something on his tractor. But it's not, it's the woodpecker. And it's the bigger woodpecker. It's not the downy woodpecker, it's a different one. I don't know what this one's called. They look the same, but it's a different size. So maybe it's the same, I don't know. Yeah, that's over a year. That tree's still standing and the woodpecker's still banging away. Mind you, he's right on the weak spot at the moment. If it keeps going like that, it might not last. It might come down live on camera. As long as it doesn't come this way, I don't care. It'll generally get caught up in that fir tree up there. Soupy's settled into the piano, just eating, and this other little friend here. Oh, we've got a bit of bass going on now. Moved spot. So what happens, he digs the holes in the trees and the flying squirrels live in them, which is cool. What you seen behind me? Tell me if it's a skunk, won't you? It's like a jackhammer. What do you want? You want another sandwich? I made extra. Because going live, I don't know who's going to turn up. Sometimes we'll have nobody and sometimes we'll have 5 or 6 of you. In which case, a loaf of bread doesn't last very long. Oh, somebody's coming, I don't know who. We're both going. What scared you? There's nobody here. It's just me. Oh. I don't know who you've seen, because there is nobody here. Some of the other raccoons come from the forest behind me. They might have been coming down through the... They'll probably smell them, I don't know. So I might have some come between my feet soon, because it'll be booing the rest. Unless the fox is coming. Generally, if it's the fox, the crows will warn me. They follow them about, squawking. See, nothing's coming. Even the woodpecker stopped. What have you seen? There you go. There's something to munch on, that'll keep you calm. Welcome anyway. I've not been looking at the what's been going on. I've been watching the animals. So sorry if I've ignored you, but welcome. Anybody who's not been on the channel before, welcome especially. And feel free to join, follow, like, and check out our links on the bio. We've got all sorts of stuff. We've got a kids book on Amazon.com. It's called Jet the Little Raccoon. It's a story and activity book for kids that I did, which basically is one of these little raccoons who turned out to be all black, and it's about him when he was a cub and his family, which some of these are actually Soupy's, one of his sister, actually. And then we've got the Redbubble site where we've got stickers and photos and t-shirts and all sorts of other stuff. Hats, if anybody's into hats. Sweatshirts, blankets even, and duvets. There's all sorts. I've got a nice one with the fox, which I did. Keep hearing footprints. You're making me nervous. It won't be the skunk, because you don't run away from the skunk. But I have been sat here before and the skunk's come under my feet and just carried on. He's generally well behaved, unless I move suddenly. Anyway, we do one more plug of the book. This is on Amazon. It's my little book. It's a storybook for kids, activity book, about Jet, the little raccoon, who's this one here. He was all black, virtually. And let's see if we can find a picture of him. There's some. And then we've got a couple of skunks. That was Push and Shove. Who were a pair of feisty little ones. And there's Jet, the black one. And I believe that's Boo, who I thought was a girl, but it turns out to be a boy. And mummy to these was Hazel. Anyway, that's the book. I think it's around $15 or $20, I'm not sure, on Amazon. Amazon.com under Jet the Little Raccoon. Feel free to buy it and help support these guys. As I say, there's stickers and stuff. What have I got? What have I got with a sticker on? I've got a sticker here on my water bottle. The Peanut Butter Club sticker, which I put on there. And then we've got a new sticker which I did, which was because of all the kerfuffle with the US. So elbows up sticker with the Peanut Butter Club, which I've also got a different version on my truck. That scared away he must have thought I was putting a bomb in front of him. It scared him away. He's coming back. Nope. Who's behind me? Nobody. So, thanks, Holly. It's I'm working on some others. I've got a couple of others I've got ideas for, but it's actually getting the time to do it. Hopefully this summer we'll get some more done. But, just trying to keep these guys going. We're about in Canada. That's Prince Edward Island, Atlantic coast, which is why we have changeable weather, because it's an island surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean virtually, and every 5 minutes there's a different weather story. Yesterday was 27 degrees and I was baking hot, and today it's kind of cool, which is good because I'm sat out here and it keeps the black flies and the mosquitoes away, which is good. Sometimes it can be quite treacherous out here, because as you can see we're surrounded by a forest. The river is at the bottom of the garden there, which the tide is out at the moment, which is why the raccoons will be probably down there. They like to fish, Well, it's a really low tide today as well, so they'll be out in the mud flats, getting the mussels and oysters and things. What have we got here now? We've got a purple finch, some other finches, we've got a couple of squirrels behind me. We've got another... I moved this face thing because it was in the wrong place. I had to relocate it onto the honeysuckle here, which should be flowering in a month or less. And that will bring the hummingbirds in force. So far we've got about 3 coming to this new feeder I put up. And we've got the blue jays, they're coming now, the raccoons are going. Oh, there goes a hummingbird, 2 hummingbirds fighting. Yeah, it was very warm yesterday, it was quite nice. Luckily my air conditioner arrived just in time yesterday, so I put that up straight away last night and it helped me. Who's that? Creative Comforts, welcome. Thank you for following us. Everybody who's been on here, thanks a lot for joining and following. The bugs are out, yes they are. There's a portable AC. No, I just put a window on. It's up there. I don't really need a portable one. I don't think I've got any windows I could put it in. Actually, downstairs they're all occupied as film sets or cat pen accessory things. So the Raccoons have left us for now, those 2. The other gang, I'm pretty sure they're all down at the river, because that's when it's a low tide, they all go down there. There's all sorts for them to eat down there. And then of course there's the frogs. So I'm surprised they haven't been loud today. I don't know what that noise is. Some kind of truck or something. We've just got a little squirrel here now with us, keeping us company. And Sonny, my cat, is in the room, curled up on the couch. He's in there somewhere on the couch. Squirrels are coming for a last feed. The fisherman's truck's going down the dock, bringing back the nets or the pots. We'll take in more. Well, what other birds have we got here? We've got lots of finches. We've got the hummingbirds, of course. We've got a whole pack of doves, mourning doves. We've got the blue jays. One of my neighbours gets cardinals, but I've never seen one in 25 years, ever. They just elude me. We've got the goldfinches. There are some grosbeaks sometimes, which are bright yellow. I can feel it raining now. There's a cloud thing coming in off the sea and it's bringing moisture. It's not really rain, it's like fine mist. Oh, there you can hear the doves flying, their whistly wings. Yeah, Sonny's curled up asleep, just listening to me. He's had his feed. He got a surprise yesterday. Somebody sent him some fancy treats, so he was quite happy. Sorry folks, I don't do the guest thing. I don't know how it works basically, and once I did do it, it turned out to be a bit of a disaster. The person was just not cool. So we don't do it anymore, sorry folks. It's just me, myself and the critters. And I'm too old to work out all these buttons, and they keep changing them. So I have no idea how to get you on or get you off if you have to be got rid of. So anyway, just me, I'm afraid. And I think we're about done. Might be another hour before they come back, because when the tide turns they'll come back. Well, those two are completely full, so they've probably gone back to their babies and their nests. I'm hoping we get to see the babies in about a month, maybe, or less, if they turn up. Generally, every year they do bring them, the different mothers. And Soupy was good. She brought all hers, 5 of them last year, so I have a feeling she will again. But she's pretty relaxed. In fact, last year she was so relaxed she used to leave them asleep on that log, and I'd come out and just sit with them, and they'd be just snoozing. They were pretty cute. But we'll see what happens this year. Every year's a surprise. Never know what's going to happen. We've got no teapot squirrels today. There were some during the day, which I filmed. Talking to you over there, buddy. In your little hut. Little men of the sheds. Yeah, hopefully they'll bring the babies again. So far I've counted 3 different mothers. There's a darker one, and there's Soupy, and then there's that other one that was just here, the bigger one, who is no name. We might have to invent a name for them, but at the moment they're all looking the same, so it's hard. So we shall see. And then we get the excitement of frisky little babies. I've just been raccoon-proofing my greenhouse so they don't fall through the roof, because I know the babies will be climbing all over it, which is on the other side. You can just see it through the windows. So I had to build a frame around the greenhouse and put a netting all over it, like steel net, to protect it. And we'll see. They'll probably climb up the walls of this. Hummingbirds are... Where's he going? Zipping about. Too quick. I'll try and do some slow motion film of them again. When my other feeder comes, I'll put it on by the window where I can film it. Thanks, people, everybody, for joining. Peace and quiet. It's not bad. Fishing boats get noisy, but not for long. The trucks coming and going from the dock can be. Just recently, I don't know why, but there's a few lots been cleared down the road. I don't know why they're clearing them, because there's so many lots around that nobody wants. I guess they're all grasping at straws, selling property. Yeah, sorry we don't do the guest thing, and we're about to wind down actually, because the raccoons have gone back to their nests, and it might be a while before the rest of the raccoons come, because the tide is out, really far out, so they'll be up the mud flats at the bottom of the garden, wallowing about, fishing, getting all the mussels and stuff, and whatever else they eat. There's oysters, mussels, there's all sorts there when it gets really low. And all the little frogs and fish and things that are in the swampy part at the end of the garden. I haven't cleared the end of the garden, so that big patch of trees there is, you can't walk down there, it's really swampy and tidal. But there's lots and lots of frogs, so I think the raccoons like hunting down there, which is cool. Is the land expensive? I don't know, actually. I haven't looked recently. I think it's gone up by, or it was going up by quite a lot, because yeah, I would say it is quite expensive because we're on the river here. If you go a bit inland, I've got a river view, so it's more expensive than if you're further in. But generally, if you're a bit, I mean, we're far away from Charlottetown and Stratford and stuff, so it's not as expensive as there. We're at the end of the island virtually, so the land here is a bit cheaper. Because there's closest town is Montague, I guess, with any facilities. So if you go shopping, you've got a 15 to 20 kilometre drive to the nearest Soupy's or supermarket. And the other town here's got a gas station and a hockey rink and a fishing dock, and that's about it. A restaurant or two. And a post office, and that's in Murray River. And that's a few kilometres away. So kind of in the middle here. But it is peaceful. That's why I like it. I like it being peaceful because after 20 years or so of working on cruise ships, coming to Prince Edward Island and relaxing in the middle of nowhere is awesome. Living in a 15-foot by whatever cabin, surrounded by thousands of tourists every day. This is the reason why I like it. I'm a bit of a hermit now, which is cool. So I've got my my oldest young son, who's now 19, living with me. He's just come back from college. He's just spending the summer. I think he's going to be a camp counsellor in the local holiday camp that's up the road. The kids' holiday camp. He's looking at working there this summer as a camp counsellor, so that'll be good. Good experience for him. And then he's going to go to university to do a teaching degree, I believe, if he wants that. Yeah, cruise ships, you have to be single and younger. My knees got too old. By the time I got to 40, I was over the hill. But I was a photographer running a photography business on board, so in all different places, all over the world. So I got to see the world for free, pretty much most of it, which was a good experience. But now we just retire with these critters, except they've all gone. Even the birds are gone. So I think I'm going to wind it up and go and do some editing, which will occupy me for the rest of the night. Anyway, thanks a lot everybody for joining, and I hope you enjoyed the show that we had with our two raccoon friends, two mums, and the birds and squirrels and things. We'll try and do this again. I've yet got to... I have a YouTube channel as well, which is the Peanut Butter Club, which basically I do the same stuff, just on YouTube, because I never know what's happening with this channel. Sometimes it's working, and sometimes they threaten to get rid of it. Who knows what they're going to do? But I'm going to try and go live on there. I haven't worked it out yet, so I don't know what's going to happen. So we'll try that maybe tomorrow. But I will be posting videos tomorrow as usual, first thing in the morning. I don't know what I've got in the can. I think I've got a few from today. We'll do some highlights on this as well. And thank you very much, everybody. And thanks, Holly. And we'll speak to you soon. I'll try and do a bit more lives every now and again. Now the weather's improving, it's easier. And now that I'm feeling better, should be good. So thanks everybody. We'll see you soon. Now I've got to find the off button because I have no idea where anything is on here. I think that was it. All right, thanks guys.